So this will be a bit different from the previous one I did way back for anyone who remembers watching it or did watch it, because it was like years ago. I have been practicing and working on trying to do a newer, better Crash Team Racing speedrun now that I've learned a lot more things, and I guess I'll also be explaining some of the changes and stuff that I've done. I don't know, I guess advice, or at least just so people know what the heck's going on. First of all, there's some odd stuff you may have already noticed. You know, loading isn't appearing on loading screens. Tutorial mask was not talking, and some text is missing. That's because I'm using a glitch in this game known as the no language glitch. Basically, on the language screen in this game, you can push triangle, which is like the cancel option, and what will happen is the game won't select any language. And why can I not get a good jump from there? I don't know. But yeah, the game will select no language, which is kind of amusing. It actually leads to some amusing things later down the line, but we'll see those things when we get to it. And well, yeah, it causes no language. I want to say I believe it makes the load times faster, but I'm not certain about that. So I don't know if that's an actual fact or not. But one thing it does do is it does cause one of the cutscenes in the game to be skipped, which at least saves a good, like, I wouldn't know the exact time, like 20-ish seconds maybe, I think. So that's why I'm using that. Another thing is that I'm playing as Coco, because, yeah, one of the more obvious things I found out with speedrunning this game is that especially for like pulling off the glitch shortcuts and stuff better, the acceleration characters are the best characters to use, so yeah, that's just how it goes. I did actually try using Engine at first because I thought, hey, you know, Coco's the character that everyone uses, so I'll use Engine, be that one guy that tries to make... Well, I say one guy, but there's probably other people who have done their speedruns as Engine. But I don't know. I've had some not so good runs, some goof ups, and I guess what I feel that my runs of Engine have been worse. I've really just been switching between the two, but I'm like, yeah, whatever, Coco's turn for me to try stuff with. Because yeah, with all the years of experience I have playing this game, and even with like practicing the new glitch shortcuts and stuff, I can still mess up and make really stupid mistakes. So I should probably explain some of the more technical stuff that I'm doing. So, and also I should mention that stuff that I'm naming here is speedrun terms, not my terms that I've made up. These are the speedrun terms. So first of all, I'm trying to get something called Sacred Fire, which you can get by doing power slides on top of a turbo pad. And basically gives you a boost bigger than your normal boost. In fact, that's what I had, well, for most of that, a good chunk of that last lap there, you saw the big, huge flame coming out of the end of the court instead of just your, you know, regular boost flame. So, you know, if it seems I'm going out of my way to power slide on top of turbo pads, I am, and that's my reason for doing that. What else? We've got, is it Speed Ghost? And that's basically just like, oh hey, driving down hills is better. I don't know about power sliding down hills, but I imagine like that should work. So yeah, if you don't see me jumping off, even I did jump off 1 or 2 hills in road trips there, but I don't know. I guess it's the old muscle memory that I have for this game's kicking in. What else? Oh, and there's a I completely just messed up getting the start boost there. Oh, and one thing you saw me, I think I only like did it once in road trips, but I should be doing it way more. Is frogging, where you hop a bunch after getting Sacred Fire on a straight bit. Basically, that's just something you do to try and keep your Sacred Fire going for just a little bit longer. Although I'm pretty sure you can just keep up your Sacred Fire by doing power boosts. Not entirely certain of that. I don't want to go spreading any false facts. And there's a lot of places to go that are for Crash Team Racing speedrun advice that aren't me, because man, the community for the speedrun community for this game is just so good. And there's like lots of advice to be given. In fact, I wish I could like give credits out to people, but I can't even remember specific names. But they're out there. There are guides. There's even guides on speedrun.com for good advice. I don't know. Is that? I was gonna say self-advertising, but it's like, yeah, I use it, but it's not like I'm the owner of speedrun.com, so technically not self-advertising. I don't know, but I guess the one guide I do remember and would like to give credits to and link in the description if I can is how do you pronounce it, like Pwull's guide, because okay, they're currently at the time of this they're currently the world record holder for a Crash Team Racing speedrun not using the wrong warp glitch, and that was a major mess up. But okay, I say major, but not too major. That's a few seconds lost. But yeah, they did a video guide on a really short but really good video guide on Crash Team Racing that I think is like definitely worth watching by anyone who wants to get into speedrun this game. So hopefully I remember and link that somewhere in the YouTube video of this. But I mean, like I said, there's just plenty of advice for this game, and it helps. And to Turum asking you go away, which is, you know, all that help was how I was able to learn and get better at speedrunning this. Still not the best. There's still, I admit there are parts where I need to improve, but you know, I know you know, I'm so confident enough that I can do a much better speedrun than my one from years ago, which was honestly horrible. Like, I watched it back a while ago, and it was a horrible speedrun, but I give it credit for having good commentary. It was because that was the one that I dragged my friend Leaf Drag into co-commentating, and it's like, thank goodness I did, because terrible speedrun, great commentary, or personally, that's what I think. I don't know, maybe I'm just being biased to myself and my friend, but yeah, that's how I see that. I know, you know, I haven't forced them against his will to come into this speedrun. This is just me doing this. But yeah, I'm here. I don't know. I'm here to hopefully bring a better speedrun, but I can't. I don't know why. Like, why is that Sour Speedway shortcut the most awkward shortcut to take? There's even glitch shortcuts that are simpler and easier to take. than that. I don't get it. Well, we've got one more lap, so we will see how that. So close, but yeah, so far. I mean, I'm not too bummed out. The one thing is, you know, for me this is more, because like I said, I know this isn't going to be the best speedrun, and later on it'll become more clear the things I cannot do yet. But I mean, I feel my goal here is more just beating my personal best more than anything else, which my current personal best is, what, 1 hour 18 minutes and 8 seconds, which was an unrecorded one. In fact, that was a goddamn practice run before I even did the terrible speedrun, which ended up being 1 hour 20 minutes. But yeah, my aim is to beat that, get a new personal best, and with how horrible the 121 was, I imagine the... Oh, what was that? I don't know why I was even mashing buttons, because I know you can't skip cutscenes. I don't know, desperation I guess, but yeah, that was that thing, and anyway, so we've got boss time here with Ripperoo. Bosses will constantly spam one kind of weapon, in Ripperoo's case it's TNT, which will slow you down because you'll need to constantly hop to get off your head, or else it'll explode, and if it explodes that'll really slow you down. Also, I should point out, I'm aware that you can go in the wee gap closer to the wall in that mushroom, but I tried doing that, but it's like a 50-50 thing. Sometimes I'll do it fine, sometimes I'll bump into the mushroom and mess it up, so admittedly I'm playing it a little bit safe, and there's going to be other moments of that in this run, I'm sure, but like I said, I'm really my main goal is only to beat my personal best and get something good. But I mean, hopefully I get a really nice, cool, decent time record. Because, you know, speedrun, I've got to be doing it as fast as I can. Right, so that was a really good run of the first boss. Also, I should mention, because we're going to see it in a second here, is that, yeah, this is the first example of no language glitch messing stuff up. Is usually what we'd get is Ripperoo doing crazy laughter with subtitles, but we get no subtitles and no laughter at all. He's just mute. But to be honest, Ripperoo gets it off quite easy, quite alright, because there are, like, I would just say the other bosses get off worse, and if you haven't seen it before, oh boy, it's just something, but we'll see that when we get there. Anyway, hi final boss, bye final boss. Oh, jeez, I missed. If only I'd put more time into actually pressing getting around the hub world. It makes it sound like I did a horrible bad thing and I messed up. It's like, okay, wee small bumps, but nothing that's gonna, like, you know, kill my time. It's like, oh no, I bumped into that wall now, an hour or something. Attempt is gonna turn into, like, I don't know, a 10 hour attempt, oh that will really slow you. I don't know, something stupid like that. And I did not have any sacred fire or anything. Why did I try crossing the grass there? I don't know. So much for playing it safe. Right, I have sacred fire, yeah, and boosts. Now I can try and get across grassy patches. I think as far as the speedrunning angle of this track goes, it's more about just keep sacred fire up so you can cross the grass without losing too much speed. If actually, speaking of speed, I really should have the speedometer up because the map is... Well, the map's useless. And I can check stuff because the bar at the right there, the one that's going up a tiny bit, that's something called my reserves. That's basically how much reserve boost stuff I've got from my boost. It's a weird thing, and to be honest, I don't really need to worry about reserves too much, but later in the 4th hub world, when we get to the later tracks there, that's when I'm going to have to start worrying a bit more about my reserves for something called Ultimate Sacred Fire. Because yes, you know, we had Sacred Fire, now we're going to have Ultimate Sacred Fire. And I don't know. Like, I mean, it's alright terminology, I can't really complain, but I feel like whoever came up with those terms specifically, like those two terms, they have such a, like, this... No, I did not want to trigger that tutorial. But I completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so like Sacred Fire and Ultimate Sacred Fire, they just sound so anime. It's like, who's trying to turn Crash Team Racing into an anime here? I don't know. Is Crash Team Racing anime? I don't know how I'd feel about that. But you know, now is not the time for me to ponder such thing. Now is the time for me to focus on my speedrun. We've got Tiger Temple here. This is probably like the one place where like a little bit of luck based stuff, you know, a bit of that RNG comes into play. Because you need certain weapons you can shoot forward to open this shortcut. And it's a good shortcut, saves some time, it gives you some Wumpa Fruit. I should probably actually touch on Wumpa Fruit. Basically on, oh man, I forget who it was that I learned this from specifically. I know it was someone who did this game for Games Done Quick a while back. And the name is completely like slipping me and I feel so bad for it. But somebody did pointed out that the Wumpa, and I have no items whatsoever, wow, great job on you. But the Wumpa gives you a 0.2 boost to your car. So when you've got 10 Wumpa, you're getting a 2% speed boost, which isn't much, but I mean, it's, wow, I cannot have any control over my car. What? Like, it's not much, but you know, it's something. I'm pretty sure the same person gave the advice of, you know, on short tracks you really don't need to bother much with Wumpa, but it's like on longer tracks, you know, that 2% can add up to, you know, so you know, maybe you go out your way to get a little bit of that Wumpa, maybe you don't. Right, now we get to do the worst track in the game, Papa's Pyramid. Never liked this track. Probably hate this track even more now from the practice I've been trying to do speedrunning. And this is an example, a really good example actually, of how there's still stuff I need to learn, because there is a really, and I mean really damn good glitch shortcut that can be pulled off in here, but I tried so much, but I cannot pull it off. And admittedly, it is a really tricky. Oh, I've kind of messed this shortcut up and all, right? But so basically, if you jump on that wall to my left, you jump over the bridge and then you go on that wall that's currently to my right, and you can jump off behind the starting line and cross it there. And what I was trying to do was jump off that hill so I could jump onto this hill. It's a nice shortcut and one that I usually don't have too much trouble taking, but although admittedly in some of my previous speedruns I've had a few mess ups, so I guess it's another one of those kind of like 50-50 ones. Oh, why did I fling that forward? And I mean, I guess I'm in a good position to try glitch short. Oh, I'm not even reaching the wall. Okay, whatever. What was that? Right, so last lap I don't think I should attempt that shortcut just for safety. Because the one thing that will lose my time more than anything is oh wait, a turbo. Can I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure with the turbo item I can do it all right if I angle myself correctly. And then watch me miss and just ruin this whole speedrun. And I've pretty much just jinxed myself. At least I was able to show off how it's kind of supposed to go. I don't know why I was messing it up. Like I said, sometimes I can do it completely fine. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Anyway, if I can get out of loading screen and tutorial, because I need to pause the game, because my camera only can record about 29-30 minutes, so I need to like refresh the recording quickly. I know it's definitely not the most professional thing to do, and I know like pausing it like that is going to add a few seconds to my time. I don't care if a few extra seconds, you know, in trade off for help and legitimacy, then whatever, I'll take those few extra seconds. Because to be fair, it's the only workaround I could figure out now until I can get better recording software stuff. So Dingo Canyon is a race. I mean, it exists, and I completely messed up trying to cut across there. That'll cost me a bit of time. Right, good. Force field, that'll help if any shenanigans occur. I guess I should mention a general mechanic of this game is that weapons you get are powered up once you have 10 Wumpa. The force field is only active for a few seconds normally, but in a juiced up state, it lasts forever until you're hit by something or you throw it away because you can use it as a weapon. I guess of course food disappears if you finish the race as well. Well, that is something I've learned. But yeah, here's an example of other bosses, like I said, being messed up by the no language glitch. And I don't know why the no language glitch does this. But yeah, we've got Pinstripe's head on Papu's body for this cutscene. No idea why a no language glitch does this, but and also yeah, I get to do Papu's Pinrid again. Yay. No! I did that bit good. I had a good. Oh, I'm not even going to be able to take the shortcut, yeah. I had Sacred Fire going. I was going to take that shortcut good. Cut ahead before these shenanigans started. And yeah, at this point I'm not even going to risk the shortcut that I've been messing up on currently. Missiles, please. Oh. Oh. God damn it. Of course there had to be, in Papu's Pinrid and the goddamn boss, of all places is where I was going to start having bad luck. Right, that should give me the lead. Do I risk shortcut? Oh, it paid off. Good. Right, I want missiles. Or, I mean, anything I can do to slow him down, I guess. Right, I'm not getting Sacred Fire across the grass, but oh, that was close. I thought I was going to go right off the edge. Something that has happened before. Where I've took the shortcut and just went flying right off the edge, but oh damn, that was actually a good run out of that. Well, besides the starting part, but I made up for it, I like to think. Right, now we are on to Hub World 3. So, I don't know, stuff I can comment on. I guess, I mean, we've got Blizzard Bluff, which is probably like the last plush race that we're gonna have. And I messed up the glitch shortcut. Usually when I really do not mess up is a shortcut where you can jump over that fence. You're not supposed to be able to jump over the fence, but you know, with glitches, who cares what you are and are not supposed to be able to do. Oh man, am I gonna even be able to make this jump? I think so. Okay, yeah, I did. Oh god, yeah, I think it's just gonna. I think this is just gonna be a run where I don't use the fence jump shortcut because clearly, for whatever reason today, I'm just incapable of doing it. And I'm not even going to risk it because I've learned from previous speedrun attempts, you know, taking that, you know, if doing a shortcut is going to risk you losing the race, then yeah, probably not worth it. Because if you have to restart the race, that is a whole load of time you're losing, and yeah, that is just a general risk I really don't want to be taking. Again, like I said earlier, playing it safe at times. I mean, don't get me wrong, if there isn't too much to lose from taking a risk, I might do it, but yeah, in times like that, I just can't. Don't know why, because I genuinely never messed up that shortcut. Don't know what I was doing wrong today, but I mean, I guess it means there's room for improvement. And trust me, so far I'm aware that there is plenty of room for improvement, but so I know there is a possible shortcut where you, at the first part where you see the minecart tracks, you can possibly go on them and cut across them to get to the top of the spiral bit. But from what I've found of my practice attempts is that going along the minecart, though, it's also really risky because you could get hit by a minecart. But also it's like, it either takes me longer to get up the spiral than normal, or I can get up round about the same time it would take me to get up the spiral anyway, so I don't know, maybe actually doing it better or something would be a time saver, but for me personally, I'm just not taking that way. And I know there's probably like a lot of stuff I'm messing up, and like I said, I know I've probably still got lots to learn about speedrunning this game. Oh, that was close. I saw the minecart just coming in from the right there. I'm like, that's gonna hit me. It didn't, but okay, that was a fairly solid run of Dragon Mines. damn it, tiny randomly colliding with me. Whatever, it never really cost me anything, there were no consequences to come off it, so yeah, I can be pretty chill about it. What? So now I can't even take this shortcut anymore. I mean, I would argue this is one of my better runs from like the sloppy attempts I've had before it. You know, those engine attempts, but oh man, I just hate some of the bad luck I'm running into. Like, okay, maybe a glitch shortcut like the fence and blizzard bluff I can kinda get. It's like, okay, maybe you'll have your days where you mess up on that, but that jumping over that wall is just that, you know, your average kind of shortcut, and I really wasn't doing anything wrong. So see there, you know, it's a really simple shortcut to take jumping over that wall. I don't know why, you know, that one lap it had to be, you know, just something that couldn't be done. Oh jeez, what happened there? Did not have full control of my car. I think that's the first time I've ever even fell from that jump. And that isn't even a... like, that's just a really stupid mistake on my part, I guess. And that was also me losing control and having a stupid mistake on my part. Jeez. I mean, as long as I don't do a major mess up, I guess I can still beat 118 8 seconds. But, jeez, if I keep having small mess ups, pile up like this, I don't know, this might not be as bad as some other runs, but this is definitely no good clean run itself. Anyway, so for this race we've got Tiny's Arena, which, I mean, not the most interesting thing that I can really talk about, because this is an interesting-ish track. You know, there's a lot of like jumps you can take in and stuff. I think that's kind of the gimmick of this track, but there's no like glitch shortcuts or even shortcuts at all in this race, so this is more just going to be a simple-ish, basic-ish race. I think it's already been clear that I'm running out of stuff to say, so yeah, for the I mean, like, if there's stuff I need to talk about or say, then I'll probably, you know, say it, I guess. But yeah, I think for the remainder of the speedrun, like, kind of like we had with Pwull for a bit, I might just not say anything, you know, focus more on concentrating and trying to come up with commentary, because I mean, it is a speedrun, not some sort of let's play or something. You know, all that matters is that, you know, I can do the speedrun to the best of my abilities, even though I've certainly not been doing things to the best of my abilities today, but, you know, I can try. I guess with lack of commentary, we can hear the ice cream van out in the distance there. Don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it's there, and it's probably going to come round here, and we're going to hear it clearly. So that'll be a fun thing to look forward to some point in the future of this speedrun. I don't usually lay weapons around because I feel, you know, if I don't hit a CPU, then that's just an extra thing that could get in my way. But yeah, when I saw that message, then I'm like, well, better try and lay the bottle down. You know, anything I can do to save my ass from being hit. Usually getting hit isn't the greatest worry, but it does, you know, you'll get that threat from time to time. So yeah, that's our example of the skip cutscene there. The third boss, Komodo Joe, after using the no language glitch, his intro cutscene just does not appear at all. Although we will get an ending cutscene from him. So yeah, his weapon is it's weird because he flings TNT, something you can't normally do, but it explodes on impact. But he can also lay nitro, and unlike TNT, nitro just explodes on contact. I can't believe I got lucky enough to actually hit him with that bomb there. Okay, another clean and good run of about, oh jeez, is it 7 minutes until the next the video runs out, and it's camera view falling down. Right, I shouldn't be worrying about the camera. I should be worrying. Right. Fine. I'll wait till this cutscene ends, pause the game, and give it another refresh. Then. I mean, I didn't expect to be beating 1 hour anyway, so. There you go. 29 minutes, right. Will I finish the game in 20... Yeah, it shouldn't take 29 minutes to finish the game. Or I really hope so, because I would like to get this done without doing another refresh. But this is where I'm going to get a bit of a nervous sweat, because I had one of my previous runs was actually... it was one of my engine runs, and it was one that actually went really well, like, you know, pulling off shortcuts that I could do perfectly, no problem whatsoever. Oh, I kicked my tripod there. And then I got to World 4 and things just fell apart. Hopefully not so here. Wow, couldn't even... Yeah, I wasn't even going to attempt to try and shout over the ice cream van, which sucks! Because this is the first track where Ultimate Sacred Fire is a thing, and I kind of want to talk about it. So... why can I not take that jump? And I'm sorry if I sound so infuriated, but... that is a jump. I have no problem taking it. Practice, I can do it, no problem, but I have never... like, it's practically whining, I know, but that was one of the reasons that killed my run. Anyway, so going up here, ice cream van, if you don't mind being silent for a few more seconds. This boost pad here is a... oh, I thought I had a bottle in me, but I don't. I'm taking this hit, aren't I? And it sends me flying over. Okay. So what happened was there's certain boost pads in the game that I think they're basically programmed to be stronger than your regular ones, and that one that I was talking about a bit earlier gives you Ultimate Sacred Fire. And yeah, to pull off Ultimate Sacred Fire, you basically build up reserves, and then when you go in that pad, you don't do anything except just drive on it. You don't do any sort of mini boosts to overwrite it. You just let it be, and you go stupidly fast. As we'll see in a second here. And the reason I was trying to jump off that ledge was because that actually leads to the Ultimate Sacred Fire panel. So you can have 2 Ultimate Sacred Fires, but yeah. And you know, with my luck of that last run, just remembering how bad things went, it actually cost me the race and I had to retry it. So I'm not risking taking the Ultimate Sacred Fire that second time, because if I messed up the jump on my first lap there, I don't have any confidence in myself. Learn to actually do it consistently, whether recording or not. Whatever. Like I said, I'm playing it safe. It's going to affect my time a bit, but I don't care. And I was talking about things going wrong in a race I had to retry in one of my previous runs. Oh boy, Cortex Castle. usually don't have problems with this race, but man, I had problems during speedruns, and because for whatever reason I couldn't take the shortcut when I don't have problems with taking the shortcut. And it's not a glitch shortcut, it's a normal one. But we'll see how this goes, because after how embarrassingly badly my last attempts where I have put in a bit of practice on mainly just taking that goddamn shortcut, but I guess practicing the whole track in general. But if I swear if I need to start playing it safe again, I will. Okay, there we go. That oh, and why did I jump? Because that's well, that's an ultimate sacred fire panel. But to be honest, I don't think I had any reserves built up anyway. In fact, geez, I know I like messed up the shortcut, but even I shouldn't be doing this bad that I'm still mingling with the other racers. Like, am I just that bad at Cortex Castle? Do I risk the shortcut with how bad things are going? Yes, I do risk the shortcut because... Okay, no, I don't, because that was not a good boost and I was not making that shortcut. And yeah, I had no reserves, so no ultimate sacred fire from me. I don't know why that's always like, that's like the one ultimate sacred fire panel I just generally do not pull off. Anyway, well, I seem to have a somewhat clear lead now. I think I'll just do what I did in the last lap, do a jump off, try and like gauge it, and if I feel I'm not going to make it, then retreat into playing it safe. Not the best, and you know, it could lead to me possibly making the shortcut but then deciding not to do it. I don't know. It's such a simple... Oh yeah, I'm not taking the shortcut today with that. I like it. You know, you get a good bit of speed when you jump off the ramp onto the shortcut. I don't know why. Like, admittedly, a part of me might just be being afraid to take it, but I mean, that's a good what, 5 seconds or so roughly that I'm saving from the lap that I did mess up the shortcut. And to be honest, I don't think I'm only losing a few seconds, I think, by messing it up, or by not taking it. I don't know. Anyway, with Cortex Castle out of the way, we now focus on the last 2 tracks, which they're alright. They both have glitch shortcuts that I don't have trouble with, and hopefully I don't start having trouble with them today. Even if I do, this track, Water Skyway, I do have, you know, I don't have trouble with this ultimate sacred fire bit. In fact, the ultimate sacred fire bit is just coming up. It is this jump here. I kinda killed it with that jump. Yeah, there is a shortcut you can take, but it's a really annoying one to take. And if you can not mess up with your ultimate sacred fire, then you can actually just bypass people who do take the shortcut. And also, yeah, the glitch shortcut there I just pulled off jumping over the wall. It saves roughly, I'm pretty sure it's like 10 seconds or so it saves. I might be slightly wrong in that, but that's roughly like 10-15 seconds maybe. I kind of killed the Sacred Fire by doing, well, the ultimate Sacred Fire by doing the hops there, but, you know, I'd rather kill an ultimate Sacred Fire than go flying off the edge. Oh, Pwull, you. Who? All these missiles, Screw you, you can shoot with missiles, put my position in damage, but I'm gonna take a glitch shortcut and just beat you away anyway. I thought I was gonna lead to like, oh, I cannot take the shortcut and I messed up, but whatever, that, like, I think out of all glitch shortcuts, that is like the one, I know the best, I think that was like one of the first glitch shortcuts I found out about, and I love it. In general, I don't know why, but Hot Air Sky has just always been one of my favourite races, and that nice glitch shortcut just makes me like it even more. Why did I power slide? Whatever. It's not a big deal, just a small stupid thing. Wait, you can do the glitch shortcut without needing a boost? Well, I've learned something. I mean, I guess boosting is, you know, helps keeps it on the safe side, but okay. Oh, so yeah, it's like another 17 minutes till the camera needs refresh, so I'm confident I can definitely finish the game before it needs to refresh. All we need to do is this last track here, Oxide Station, and then we've got a boss and then the final boss, which is just redoing Hot Air Skyway and Oxide Station. Now, admittedly, Oxide Station is a track with two glitch shortcuts. One is like right at the very start, but it's another one of those ones that I currently do not know how to do. Because I am definitely not the most professional speedrunner, but the other glitch shortcut, which comes in about halfway through the track, I do know how to do. And you know what? People aren't going to be in my way for much longer, so... Oh wow, and I still mess stuff up. What? Okay, apparently I mess up this glitch shortcut as well. Now, what, you know, whatever. One lap without the glitch shortcut isn't going to be terrible. But I'm really going to need to do it well for the final boss to get through that without any risks. Also, I think that ramp may have been an ultimate Sacred Fire ramp that I just jumped off, so hooray for me. I usually have no trouble with the glitch shortcut here, so... What? Why? What am I doing wrong today? Okay, that was definitely not the best attempt of pulling it off, but at least I pulled it off. I mean, if I pull it off in general, I guess I can be happy, especially since I had 2 failed attempts. I guess the good thing with that specific glitch shortcut is, like you say, so from when I messed up, it didn't cost me too much time compared to some other ones. Right, so 4th boss, Pinstripe. Pinstripe, he uses bombs, which can be a thing. We don't want to go right behind him because I wasn't entirely sure when he starts letting his bombs off. In fact, letting Pinstripe go ahead is probably for the best because it means they won't get in my way too much. Oh, you know, a boost, that's great. This will basically help guarantee a good clean take of the glitch shortcut. And now we have the final boss, which is going to be a clusterfuck. Goes crazy using all weapons of the previous bosses. Yeah, I think I'm just going to actually stay quiet for the final boss race just so I can focus on that one. And yeah, sorry, I was focusing on that boss there. So yeah, I'm gonna hope I can take the glitch shortcut and that this is a good run. Right, let's go. If I can not mess up on this should, mess ups besides, this is going to be a fairly good run. Oh yeah, that just wasn't good at all. And time. Disappointed in how that went. No glitch shortcuts, but I won without having to retry, so can't complain. Overall, really, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. I guess a sloppy run is how I would describe this run overall. And yeah, due to no language glitch, the game will pretty much just crash here. Yep, so thanks for watching this